Hey everyone. In this video, I want to talk to you about how we can't always see the progress that we're making in life. And for that reason, you should choose to be patient when you're pursuing your goals. See, too many people get into that habit of wanting to achieve something or to make changes in their life right away. That's why here in the US at least, and I'm sure in other countries as well, we have this problem of always looking for quick fix solutions, which usually aren't even a thing because it's very difficult to solve problems with quick fixes, things that are super easy and fast to implement. Because quite often, improving your life and solving problems involves time. It takes time and effort to make your life better. There isn't really an easy way to circumvent problems and end up achieving goals quicker than other people. You pretty much have to exercise patience no matter which thing you're trying to accomplish. And with time and effort, then you'll inevitably change your life. Now, I'm making this video because I realized a few days ago, and I've had this problem multiple times in my life, where I've been working out for a while now. For most of my life, it's been off and on. I've been working out since I was 14, but I was actually never really truly consistent until pretty much the last year and a half. And during that time, I've worked out really hard, and I mean consistently, 4 times a week, every single week. And because of that, I'm seeing results. But with working out all the time, you don't see your progress most of the time because, let's face it, it's one of those things where, like many other aspects in life, you only see your progress when you look back over time. Because with many things in life, it takes time to develop the skills or to achieve your goals. And with working out, it takes time for your body to amass muscle and for you to grow muscle. It doesn't just happen overnight. So there will be plenty of times where I feel like I'm not making any progress from week to week. But when I look back 6 months ago, it's obvious that I've grown and that I've become a lot stronger. And the reason I'm making this video is because I realized that, and I thought that this concept probably discourages a lot of people from making their life better because they want to be able to see that they're making progress really quickly. And if they don't, they get discouraged and they give up. But you shouldn't give up because good things take time. So practice patience while you're working towards making your life better in whatever area you're focusing on. If it's working out, then be patient. There isn't any quick program that's going to immediately change your life within a month. I mean, if you work really hard and eat really well, maybe you can get yourself to lose a lot of weight in 1 month, but you have to be super dedicated. Most people think they can do it even quicker than a month, and most of the time it will probably take about 3 months on average to even just start to get to a point where you're noticing great results. But people get discouraged well before then, and they give up on something that will make their life better. So don't let that be you. Do not give up on things that will actually make your life better. If you're not seeing results, then just start pushing the time frames back of comparison. So what I mean here is, well, one, only compare yourself to you because you're living this life for yourself. Your only competition should be yourself because what other people are doing doesn't matter. If I wanted to compare myself to The Rock or Vin Diesel, obviously I'm always going to come up short because those guys are incredibly buff. So there's no point in comparing myself to people like that. Instead, I compare myself to who I was a month ago, 2 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, because that is how I can actually see that I'm making good progress. So you should do the same. Compare yourself to yourself and extend those time frames. If you're comparing yourself to who you were a month ago, try doing 6 months or a year instead. Then you'll probably be able to notice that you're making good progress, just like I have. It's one of those things where since we're in our own company 100% of our lives, since we're in our bodies, it's very difficult for us to see the progress that we're making on a day-to-day basis. Because most of the time, you're not going to make drastic changes from day to day. It's just, that's not how life works. Unless you get really lucky one day and you win the lottery, then you'll be able to say, okay, yesterday I was broke, today I'm rich. But most of the time, that's not how life works. You're not going to go from being skinny and weak to buff and strong in one day. So of course we have this concept where we want to see the results quickly, but you're just not going to have that happen in short time frames. So don't worry about that. Don't focus on short time frames. Extend it out. I mean, one of the better ways that you can tell when you're making good progress is when you see people that you don't see all that often. Because since they aren't in your body on a day-to-day basis, and since they're not around you all the time, they will actually be able to notice the progress you're making. Because if you haven't seen them for a while, and say you lose a lot of weight or you build up a lot of muscle, they notice because they haven't seen you. So when you suddenly are standing there in front of them, they're like, whoa, you've changed. They can tell because they haven't seen you for 3 months, 6 months, whatever the time frame may be. So that's a helpful way of knowing when you're actually making good progress. And in my own case, my family unfortunately happens to live a few states away from me, so I don't see them all that often. So when I'm working out like crazy and feeling like I haven't really changed much, when I see them, they are actually able to verify that I have indeed changed and that my working out is paying off. So that is also a helpful thing. But for the most part, just practice patience the whole way through. Stop trying to make drastic changes in short periods of time. That's just not how life works. And if you keep living that way and giving up on things too early just because you don't see the progress, because you're not giving yourself enough time to develop progress, then you're not going to make your life better. So stop thinking that way. Throw it out the door completely. Start being patient. Start extending those time frames of comparison and only compare yourself to you. Everybody else might as well not exist when you're comparing yourself to the progress you've made. Compare yourself to you. And like I said, start doing it on longer time frames. Then you will see that you're actually on the right path. You're making good progress. You just need to give yourself time to realize it, time to notice the changes that you're making. Anyway, you can tell I'm getting pretty passionate here. So I'll step off my soapbox and say that I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci.